Essential Island Living team call. Let's go ahead and grab an oil that is near us, that is calling to us. Although I have peppermint, I feel like I need a little emotional support. I have adaptive. Let's go ahead and do some inhales.
Yeah. Hold on.
Thanks, Viella fam, for checking.
Yes, bye-bye.
If you feel compelled, go ahead and repeat after me. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. So you guys saw a little hot mommy moment there, didn't you? Because my daughter, right when I'm going live, decides to ask me to do something, as if they don't know every night every Wednesday I do this. So all the adaptive. Okay, everybody. Hello, whoever's joining us live in our Facebook team page. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're super excited to welcome, well, she's not a new team member, but a team member who is presenting for the first time. If you guys don't know Kehau, she is seriously one of like the special people in the world that lights it up. I love her smile. I love her beauty. I love her grace. And she is the most amazing massage therapist. She's currently not taking any clients, but maybe when she does again and all of this madness is over, she is so amazing. So I'm super stoked that she's willing to do this, and especially because she loves her oils and she knows so much about them. So I'm so grateful she's willing to share her manao. And I just want to say, you guys, this opportunity is open to everyone. We welcome anyone on the team who is willing to share about any of our products or any fun topics as well. Next month, I think I'm going to do an essential oil hacks product education one night for just 10 or 15 minutes to share some of product hacks that I just learned. But this opportunity is available to anyone. So just reach out to your enroller or reach out to me personally if you want to, do one of our product educations. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to turn it over to Aisha and Kehau, who are going to tag team this. Thank you guys so much.
Mahalo, Eliza. Aloha, everyone. I'm Kehau Munoz, and I've been using and sharing doTERRA for about 5 years now, since 2015. And tonight I'm going to be talking about the oil that we actually just did in our sleep oil study, Serenity Restful Blend. And for me, Serenity is my favorite, all-time favorite oil, and it's actually the one oil that got me hooked into doTERRA. One, for its benefits, but two, because of its scent. It was a scent that took me back to my childhood memories of my dad buying me violet candy. And I don't know if any of you remember violet candy or know what it is or what it tastes like, but to me, Serenity smells like violet candy. So anyway, so let's get started in the ingredients of Serenity. And I have to put my glasses on. And we have, let me move that, lavender flower, cedar wood, whole wood leaf, and I actually didn't look that one up. I don't know what whole wood is. Lang lang flower, marjoram leaf, Roman chamomile flower, vetiver root, vanilla bean absolute, and Hawaiian sandalwood. Just side note, if anyone's been to Tahiti, vanilla beans is incredible there. But the Restful Blend has all of these ingredients, all of these oils, and they all kind of have similar properties. They're calming, relaxing, soothing, grounding. So that they got a lot going on in this oil. So let's go to the benefits of Serenity. Serenity benefits: it creates a restful environment at any time, but bedtime usually, calming and soothing aroma, and it encourages a tranquil atmosphere. And you'll see some of the side notes there on what's your mood. Upset, use Serenity. Now, I'm including. So let's go to the uses. Uses: diffusing at night to calm a restless baby or child. When I fell in love with Serenity, I actually gave a bottle to my daughter, and she had just had her baby at the time, her second child. And I believe Kamunu was 2 years old. But anyway, she would diffuse it at night in the diffuser. And it got to the point where he would bring her the bottle at night before bed because he knew what it did. So that's a great one for baby or your child. You can also apply it to the bottom of your feet at bedtime and take it in conjunction with the Serenity caps or soft gels, which we'll get into in a bit. Or you can inhale it from your hands or diffuse it throughout the day. You can also add 2 to 3 drops in a warm bath with Epsom salt, which actually I've done a bunch of times and it's amazing. Or you can apply it to the back of your neck or to your heart for feeling of peace. So getting to the soft gels, I take one every night because I have Serenity going on so many different ways. Or you can take up to 2. It relieves occasional sleeplessness. It promotes healthy relaxation and sleep. It helps you get that refreshing sleep, and it doesn't leave you groggy in the morning. That's what I like about it. It's like you just kind of spring up out of bed. Although I'm kind of groggy until I have my coffee, but you can have it eases going to sleep, or you can encourages restful sleep, calms the nerve system, and it helps to reduce stress. So let's go on to some DIY recipes. The first one is actually my favorite. It's the linen spray, and I made my linen spray using doTERRA's ingredients with the 30 drops of Serenity, 1 teaspoon of witch hazel, and water. And I like shake it up and spray my linen like 10 to 15 minutes before I go to bed. You can also make the bath oil using fractionated coconut oil and Serenity, and you just kind of shake it up and drop it in your bath water. There's also a recipe for the Epsom salt bath, which this one says lavender, but you can use Serenity as well with the 1 cup of Epsom salt. And if you notice to the right, the diffuser blends, Serenity actually blends well with a lot of different other oils. And that's one thing I like about it, because it kind of smells good with everything. And I've actually made a few of my own. I made a little Buddha soap and a flower for my grandson's kumus for the end of the year gifts, along with a roller blend. So that's it. Thank you for watching my Serenity.
Hello. Okay. Thank you so much, Kehau. That was super awesome. And I'm sure it did, Aisha, that was a beautiful, beautiful PowerPoint. Lots of great information. So if you guys didn't catch all of that, we are live in the Facebook group. There's the recording on YouTube, so you can go back and rewatch to get those recipes. Does anybody want to share anything else? I'm going to go ahead and go in here. Oh, Christy accidentally sent just to me, but she says currently diffusing Serenity and juniper berry and love it. My mom says she does Serenity with Breathe all the time. I wanted to kind of say one, I totally remember those violet candies. My mom used to have them all of the time, and she just said she has some in her refrigerator. A few people did say that in the study that they woke up feeling a little groggy for the first 5 or 10 minutes, but then after that they felt fine, and some even said more energy throughout the day. Yeah, lots of great presentation, Kale. That was awesome. Mahalo Anake from Kui. Amazing, mahalo. And then Aisha said, sorry, my mic is broken. But thanks, Kehau. So
Sorry, I'm not answering any of the comments because I can't for some reason. But anyway, thanks, you guys.
no, you're so fine. No, that was really great. Anybody else want to share? We all know that this is Kate Welch's oil. This is her jam. Anybody else want to share anything about Serenity or the soft gels? My mom said she can't use Serenity in the tub as it makes her so relaxed. She's fallen asleep in the bathtub. Yes, Michael, great suggestion. Serenity and Balance together in a roller in the diffuser. I feel like I've read someplace, not liquid morphine, that's our marjoram blend. What is it? Something else, but that's like a super calming roller. Laura says she keeps a roller in her car for after work traffic. Well, not currently, but otherwise. And what's funny is that I keep Balance in my car for after work traffic. Cami says, great for when the Keiki wake up with nightmares. I roll it on her pillow. I didn't use Serenity, but that was my story, Cami, with Lavender and Tatum when she was really young, having night terrors and just waking up and seeming like she was awake, but not, and just putting some lavender right on the bottoms of her feet and her pressure points. And Cami says she just puts it on her daughter's pillow and she falls back asleep right away. So that's a great little hack. Awesome. All right. So I will post a couple of really great infographics that have more uses for Serenity and the Serenity soft gels. My mom says she loves Serenity for all plane rides and takes the anxiousness out. And Kawi says, thanks for that, Cami and Eliza. Definitely needed hack. Yeah, definitely helpful. That was one of those stories with oils for me in the very beginning that was like, was that really because of the oil or just, chance? And it happened, I think 2 or 3 times, and then she didn't have them again. But every time that I used lavender, it helped her right away. So, all right. The morphine blend, Mom, is that pain blend: marjoram, frankincense, lemongrass, copaiba. So, am I missing one in there? Marjoram, lemongrass, frankincense, copaiba. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. If that is it, then we're going to just roll on over. I'm going to stop going live in our Facebook group for our customers. Bye, everybody, our customers. And you know what, you guys? I am just going to stop the live stream. Bye, Central Island Living Community. We'll see you guys later. Oh, don't forget, this Sunday we start a new round of ongoing product education. So we welcome lots of new members to the group. This Sunday at 4 o'clock, we have our I've Got Oils Now What class. And I'm going to roll right into our leader spotlight of the week. And I'm going to keep this in the Central Island Living team. Our leader spotlight this week is Tasha. Tasha is currently a premier leader who is working on hitting silver this month. She will be silver this month. And I just want to give her a huge shout out because she has really, public speaking is also one of her big limiting beliefs. And her team is just blowing up. And so she has stepped up and stepped out of her comfort zone. And not only is she teaching, but she is teaching a weekly class, a weekly 101 class at 9 a.m. every Thursday morning. And then following this Sunday's product education, she will be doing her own. She wanted to offer a different time for people who couldn't make the Sundays at 4 o'clock time. So she will be offering the ongoing product education class, and her team will be on Thursdays at 10 a.m. So those that information is on the calendar. The calendar is a beautiful calendar that Fraser makes for us every month. And it's on a pin post in the builders group and a pin post in the customer group. So if you need that Zoom info for Tasha's 9 a.m. Essential Oil 101 class, or the 10 a.m. Ongoing product education series, this is a huge asset to her team. And I just want to give Tasha a huge shout out, because not only is she leading from the front, but she's really facing and overcoming the fears that she has, and just recognizing that if she wants to be successful in this biz, she's just got to do it, and she's doing it, and she's leading from the front, and she has her whole team behind her supporting her. So yay, Tash. Whoop, whoop. Okay, Central Island Living team, we'll see you later. Not those of you on the Zoom call. If you want to hop on for Builders Call, I'm not going to live stream in the biz group. I'm just going to post the recording when we're done. Okay? All right. So if you want to join us, come hop into the Zoom room. All right, everybody, I have stopped live streaming. And oh, Tosh wants to give T a shout out though, that it was T's idea to offer the product education at a different time. And I know together that they're going to be working hand in hand. So I guess that was my leader mistake. If you guys don't know, Tasha and T pretty much do everything together. And actually, I think T's going to hit silver this month as well with her sister. So they're both going for that goal, and I'm excited to celebrate the Hasegawa sisters together. Okay. I love you both so much. You guys are such amazing leaders. I can't wait to see where you guys go. All right. So we are going to pivot. We're going to do a little bit we were supposed to do our last series of back to basics review. Remember last week when we did that super fun breakout room and then half of the people left the Zoom call? Yeah, we're not going to do that this week, but it will be back, so stay tuned. And yeah, the Hasegawa sisters, I love them. Okay, so what we want to talk about tonight is the oil studies, because you guys, it was amazing. It was amazing. And if you didn't participate in it, that's okay, because it was so epic that we're just going to roll right into another one. And I think that we learned a lot and we made some mistakes, and we're ready to get started again and fix some of that. So tonight, what I really want to do is just get feedback from you guys. I mean, there are some things that we as a leadership have discussed. And I did look at the feedback on the Google forms and in the Facebook group, and appreciate all of the comments and suggestions from the people who participate in the study. But I want to hear from you guys as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And tonight is really going to be about, if you guys don't know, this is the graphic I'm talking about with the calendar of events. I should have showed this on the team call, but that's okay. Don't try to like take a picture of it from here, but know that it's in the announcements of both groups. Fraser does this every month, and it's truly a labor of love. She has mapped out all of the calls, and down below is the passwords and the meeting IDs and all the information that you need to plug people into these classes, okay? So tomorrow, you can see tomorrow is the 23rd. So tomorrow is 9 a.m. with the Hasegawa sisters for Essential Oils 101. And then Essential Oil 1 at 3 p.m. with Fraser and Michael. Their team leads that call on Thursdays, okay? And then remember, Marissa is doing her weekly lifestyle overview class at 4 p.m. on Friday. Okay, yes, the calendar is amazing. Thank you, Fraser. We really, really, really appreciate that so much. And just all of our graphics gals, including Aisha, just we could not do it without you. So okay, so go find that, save that to your phone. All right, so let me see why. Oh, screen sharing has stopped. Ooh, Okay, let me try again. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, there's my Facebook page. We don't need to see that. All right, here we go. So I'd like to just get some feedback from you guys about the study this time. And you know what? Before we do this, maybe I should go to just the save the dates and what's staying the same and give you, because some of this is based on the feedback that we did get. And I want to share with you guys why we made some of the decisions we did. And before I continue, this is really important. And I want to say all of this is optional. Your participation in the oil studies is completely optional. I will say that almost all of us that did it had huge success. And even if we didn't all get enrollments, you have like totally plugged people into the pipeline. But I also want to say that if there's things about the study that you don't like, that you want to change, that you think should be different, and you don't like the way we're running it, nothing that we do, you guys, is mandatory. If you want to take off as leaders and blaze your own trails and do the studies your own way, by all means, please feel free to do that, okay? We never want people to feel obligated to do the things we do the way that we do them. We are here to offer you opportunities. We're here to offer you education and, you know, different perspectives like Alisa Devi and Lisa Zimmer, and there's no one right way to do this business. So I just want to say that because I want everybody to feel the freedom to like, hey, we love the studies, but we want to go do it this way, our own way, no problem. We actually had a leader who wanted to start earlier. I don't know if Grace is on the call, but Grace did her own study with her own small group of people. I think she's got 3 enrollments from it. And I think she had 7 or 8 people. I could be wrong on the numbers exactly, but she does want to do the next round with us because she said it was a lot of work. So, okay, so the save the dates went out on my last email, but let me tell you a little bit about why these dates. So I know some of you might be saying, okay, that's coming real quick. It is, but you still have almost a week and a half to invite people. And a lot of you guys already have a waiting list of people from the last oil studies, okay? The reason why we went with this time frame, you guys, is because that following weekend is a long weekend. And we just felt, so the 21st, Friday the 21st, there is no school. And we just felt like anytime there's a holiday or a long weekend, it's really difficult to get people to commit to something. I know I'm going camping in Hana the whole weekend too, so I really wouldn't have very much service. Well, hopefully I'm going camping in Hana. I really wouldn't have too much service. So we decided on the week before, and then that week after would not have enough days to have the post-study class. And then really what we want every month that we have a study is to have that volume count for that month, right? So we want people to help get people started in the month of August. So that's why we ended up with that week of August 10th through August 16th for the study. And then we decided that the Mondays worked good for the pre-study class. So we're going to stick to that, the 5 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. And then this way too, we finish the study on a Sunday and we start and we do the pre-class on the Monday, right? Why does the pre-class have to be so early? Because you guys, you're supposed to have mandatory attendance at the pre-study class in order for you to send out samples to people. You want to be really careful about sending samples to people that don't show a level of commitment, like being able to show up for the pre-study class, filling out the pre-study survey, and so forth. Okay. What else is staying the same? We got a lot of feedback about 14 days and wanting to do the study more. We as a leadership team talked, and I talked to a few leaders individually. I just think 14 days is a lot of samples. You know, if you're talking about the mental wellness study, that's half a bottle of Adaptive. That's $20 in supplements right there you're giving somebody. So while I'm sure the participants would love more free samples, I really feel that 7 days is more than enough to see somewhat of a difference, or troubleshoot it. Okay. Now, if you have some anomaly people that you're working directly with, and maybe what you sampled them didn't work, then you could continue to pass on more samples to them if you felt like they were really serious and not just jerking you around, for lack of a better term. Okay. But we feel that 7 days is ample time. A lot of times, you guys, we sample people with far less than 7 days worth, right? And ultimately, if people want to invest in themselves, they're willing to, you know, invest in themselves. So I'll open that up for discussion, but I think we've decided that, let me look at the chat. Okay, so Grace, I didn't realize that. Grace said she did the 14 days and it was a lot of samples and work, and I'm excited to do the 7 days. So thanks for that feedback, Grace, coming from somebody who did it. And you guys, it is a lot of work. The planning and scheduling of all the content and the posts and getting in there and replying to your customers, and 14 days just feels like it would drag on really long. The topics are also going to stay the same for this next round. That's not to say that they can't change later. But again, all of that is a lot of work, right? It's graphics and all the things. And honestly, I feel like these 4 topics are some of our, you know, most popular topics. Some other ones we can consider later are seasonal threats. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, but for right now, we're going to keep the topics the same for simplicity. Another thing that's staying the same is having the maximum of 10 participants per builder. One, it just, you know, I had 8. It was a lot to keep up with 8 people and to track. Did they complete the pre-study, the post-study? Did they come to the class? Check in with them every day. It was a lot. I know a lot of us are teachers and we're going back to school soon too. So that's going to be, you know, harder to find the time to really invest in our people. And then I was going to put something else and I forgot. Max 10 participants per builder. Ugh, I can't remember. And then I left the what's changing there because this is going to be based on our feedback. 7 days, the topics are staying the same, max 10 participants per builder. Oh, I know what it is. Non-enrolled customers only. I do at some point want to provide a study that's for customers that have already been enrolled but maybe aren't committed to the products. Maybe they aren't on LRP, that kind of thing. But for this one, I think we're going to just keep it with non-enrolled people for now. Okay. All right. My leaders, am I missing anything that you guys can think off the top of your head? All right. Kate, I can see you. Nothing? Okay. All right. So let me hear some feedback. I'd love to hear some feedback. Please, if you participated, please unmute yourself and share some of your feedback of the study. It's okay if you're not showing your screen, but I would really appreciate hearing from you guys. And when you unmute, just say your name and then I'm going to put it in the notes if you don't mind. Good night, baby. I love you.
Eden, come on.
Hey, Liza, it's Nick.
Hi, Nick.
I had 2 participants, one in the sleep study and one in mental wellness. The sleep one, I had to give her some extra. I gave her some Copaiba because it really just wasn't kicking in for her. And she was able to, by the 2nd day of taking Copaiba and Serenity, she was able to sleep until at least like 6:30 in the morning, where before that she would get up like at 3 and then wouldn't be able to fall back asleep till 5. So that was good.
But I think the 7 days is good. I think that that's long enough for them to, get a good grasp of how it works for their body.
Awesome. And I love that you made an adjustment during the study. That happened to one of my sleep participants as well. And even the addition of Copaiba didn't really help. So we're still working through some other options with Vetiver and so forth. So, but I like that you shared this, because I think it's important that we remember that throughout the study, we might have to make some changes. And you did, and it helped. So that's awesome. Thanks. And you got were one of your enrollments from the study, Nick?
No, it actually
okay.
was, my enrollments were just random. It wasn't even the study participants, but
okay.
It's all good.
Yeah. You've totally, you've totally put them into the pipeline, right? They've definitely had an experience. So that's
I've
great.
really been trying to use the doTERRA, what is it, social? What is it called? To just create my posts and to try to just be more out there.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm not too familiar with doTERRA Social. I did sign up for it. But for those of you, you can probably just Google it and check it out. Cami asked about the post survey. So in email number 5, when I had sent you guys the link, here, let me pull up email 5. Don't mind my Hotmail account, okay? I still rock a Hotmail account. So I sent all the emails to my personal email just so that I can get them. So here, I shouldn't have put this, but it says pre-study survey results folder. But if you click on this, it takes you to the post-study results too. It takes you to the folder that houses both the pre-study and the post-study results. Okay. So I tried for hours to figure out how to make the study results a copy thing. And I know, Lisa, you showed me how to make it so that when people open the link that it was copy only. But for some reason, in trying to send it in the folder it was in, it just wasn't working. And I just gave up and did it that way. So if you're looking for the post-study results, they're in the same folder as the pre-study results. And they were in email number 5 of that I had sent. I don't have an enrollment percentage. Oh, thanks, Michael. I don't have an enrollment percentage for the study. I actually would love to get that. It's so hard because we also had BOGOs. Like, I know I just got an enrollment too that wasn't related to the study. And we have BOGOs. So I know there's a lot popping up, but we would love to hear from you guys how many enrollments. I know I'm at 3 out of 8. And I'm pretty actually, one did a retail order, so I'm in the process of getting that switched. So technically I'm at 4 out of 8 for my oil studies. So if anybody else wants to share their success with that there, please do. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, any other feedback, positive or constructive?
Hi, it's Marissa.
Hi, Maris.
I don't know if anyone else had this problem. I mean, there was good and bad that came from it, I guess. I mean, mostly good, but one problem or hard time that I had was some of the people just ghosted me after the study. Like when it came time to do the post-study class or like follow up to do the post-study survey, I just felt ghosted by some of them, even though like throughout the study at some point I heard good feedback from all 7 of my participants, but it's just, I don't know if anyone else had that problem or if it was just me.
Oh, I slightly experienced that as well. And it's funny because a couple of the people that I talked to were like, I love it. It's so great. And then when I was like, hey, so, you know, are you interested in getting started? What else is on your wish list? Like, just no response. So Janelle said she had a couple of that too. So I'm loving BOGOs because when like Deep Blue is coming up. So for the pain people that I had 2 pain people that have not yet enrolled, when that BOGO comes up, I'm definitely going to be like, hey, look, you know, Deep Blue BOGO, right? So, but I think this ghosting thing is true no matter what. And you just have to remember that they could be going through something. They aren't feeling financially ready, but they've still had an experience, and just keep following up, but do it in a way that's not, you know, irritating. Anybody else have that happen to them? Janelle said she had that happen to her too. So Kanan said, yeah, my neighbor said that Serenity only worked on day 3 and then 4 and then stopped. I offered Copaiba, but she's not interested and stopped responding. Viela said that happened to us. And Tawny said, and this is what I think too, I think you're still planting the seed. Absolutely. Absolutely still planting the seed. So, but that is really frustrating anytime it happens. And I'm going to stop my share real quick because I want to tell you guys a little story about something that happened too, and that we need to all be aware of. So there was somebody in the post-study class, and one of the builders, I'm just going to say names. I don't think they'll care. So Fraser saw this person in the class, and she texted me, was like, do you know who invited that person? I've been sampling them. Like, I have all this correspondence. I sent her like 5 different samples. And then it was funny because I said, no, I don't. You can go check out the post-study survey and let me know, but I have a mentor call. I'll call you after. Well, I'm on the mentor call with Miley and Jai. And then she texted me and it's like, oh, it's Miley. And I was like, oh man. So I talked to them about it. They had met her on Instagram. So had Fraser. And this woman basically just worked both of them for samples. So she got a bunch of samples. And then, so Miley and Jai did the right thing. They're like, oh, totally send her to Fraser. We have no like personal connection to her. Fraser follows up with her and she enrolled Keely Martinez. So this is, I mean, that's a huge presidential diamond. God, this is probably going to get posted. Nobody, I have like 50 followers on YouTube. I think we're safe. Nobody's watching our biz calls, but you know, it's just all the rules. Michael. Fraser was really, really bummed. I mean, she felt totally taken advantage of, and she was, you know, and so here's the thing. I have met I met Fraser from Instagram. Okay. So you don't want to like just be like, oh, I'm not going to ever send samples to people, but you got to ask the questions. Are you working with anybody from doTERRA? Has anyone from doTERRA sampled you before? You know, you have to be really, yeah. Kanan said, lack of integrity. We don't do that. Cami said, what's her name? I don't remember. I think Fraser's celebrating her anniversary, so I don't think she's on this call, but the Vielas are. So if you guys could type her name into the chat, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I just wanted to share, we did ask her those questions, like,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then she kind of avoided it. And we just kind of was like, okay, she's all good.
Yeah.
But it was, her name was Judith. What is her last name, son? I'll go look it up.
Okay. And only because we don't want her to start following anybody else and get sampled. And that's right. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make it seem like, but I remember that I had asked you that too. And she kind of alluded that. So, you know, and I think sometimes you can just get a sixth sense from somebody. And like I told Fraser, I would have stopped after 3 samples because it was one of those things where she sent her something and then, oh, it doesn't work. She sent her something else. I think after you sent somebody something 3 times, I think it's time to call it a day, especially if you don't have a personal relationship with them. It's kind of, you know, obvious. And so, you know, and her reasoning was that this other presidential diamond posts on Instagram all the time, so you feel more connected. So it's going to happen, you guys. It's going to happen and it sucks. But I just want to put that out there just because, especially Hawaii, we're so small and everybody's connected. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. And the Vielas put her handle in the chat if you want to go check it out. And we're not going to blast it just in case the 50 people on here, you know. Okay. Any other feedback for us? This is really the time we want to hear from you guys. So please.
Liza, I want to share. This is Michael.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you're good, by the way. Don't worry about what you said earlier. I wouldn't mind if you shared. I think going back to what we said last week, the next round when we are posting and stuff in Facebook, if more of us could share their testimonies and stuff, because our study members loved when they saw videos or they posted something and like Cami would reach out to her people or Jai would reach out to his people. Like I think more of those people, like if they saw that there was comments on their post, then they were more likely to do it over and over.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Thank you for bringing this up because it's actually something that I really want to talk about with all of you. You know, I cannot even, I don't want this to go on and on, but I feel like you guys know how much I love this community, how much it means to me, how much time and effort and energy, you know, I feel like you all deserve. But it's getting to the point where I need other people to step up. We need, I don't want to say we need. And so I've been asking a lot of my leaders, my leadership team, you are all my leaders, my leadership team to step up. So if the leadership team is basically my qualifiers for rank. So that's Kate, Kanani, Aisha, Fraser, and now Tasha is also just started on with us as the leadership team. We stay on after this call every Wednesday, you guys, and poor Kate like goes to bed at like 10 o'clock max, and she has to like ride it out with us till 10:30 at night because 10:30 sometimes later, because we are planning for all the education, the upcoming calls, the oil studies, all the things. And it's just, we will continue to do that because that is our job and our responsibility. But what I think we're at the place of asking is not only what Michael shared, but also like the next round, I'd like you guys to take a day on. So between the 6 of us, what we did was we each took a day where it was our turn to post the giveaway at 7 a.m. in the morning. We posted the giveaway. We did a live video that day. And then the next day we announced the winner. So what I'm going to ask this next round of oil studies is that if you are participating, and especially if you participate the first time, and especially if you are a premier leader or even an elite premier leader, we are not going to force anyone. Ooh, I'm going to hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We are not going to force anyone to do this, okay? We are asking for help. We're asking for help. And even if you're not a leader and you're like, I got this, I can totally do a video, like, awesome. We want more people to just jump on randomly. That's totally great. I think Naomi did it, and it was awesome. And I know Michael did it, and she did it for the keychain giveaway, which I thought was so great. I can't remember if anybody else did that wasn't planned, but the ones that we did were planned around the product topics or the products in the study. So if you are at all interested and willing to do that, if you need product to give away, one of the leaders would be happy to. I actually love the things we gave away. The keychain was great. We gave away things that we wouldn't want people to buy, like that weren't part of the study. So Aisha did that Correct X. That was awesome. I loved Fraser's idea of the custom roller. Tosh gave supplies like the vitamin case and the label, right? So things that they would use when they became members. So, but if you don't have anything to give away, we're happy to supply you with the thing to give away, but we just need a little bit more help with the shared responsibility. That weekend is actually Tatum's 8th birthday, so we're doing a whole family staycation that weekend. So I'm always around, but I want to be able to step back a little bit and ask other people to step up. So if that's something, my mom already private messaged me, and I'm super grateful. So thanks, Mom. If you could let your upline know, if you have my number, text me, let me know. We will give you, you have a lot of freedom to choose what you give away. Most freedom. If you don't know what you want to do, go back into the oil study group and look at some of our videos and giveaways. But we really would appreciate your guys' help, because it really takes a lot. And the more that everybody could help, the better. If anybody wants to do the scheduling of the content in the next Facebook group, that takes me hours. It'll be easier because all the content is already there. And so when I say content, I mean graphics and text. It's actually already in the group. It just needs to be rescheduled in the new group. I'm just throwing these things out there as ideas of things that go into running the oil study group. We will continue to make the folders for the pre-study and the post-study class. I cannot promise that they'll look any different. I know it sucks to see everybody's people in there, but as of right now, it will take a little bit. I mean, I'll keep trying on making that so that you can send a link that just collects your own information. But as of right now, it's a little tricky. Okay, sorry. Jess said that she loved it and said that everyone on the team has such beautiful skin. I love that. Thank you to those of you, Marissa, my mom, that have said that you guys are willing to help. And I just to be honest and throw this out there, there's going to be more of this, of us asking for other people to step up and help, because we need it. You guys all have community members in this team, and we all need to help each other out to support them. Yeah. So I'm going to just put a couple of people here that have said yes to those days. And if you're not ready yet, it's totally fine. When you are ready, please let us know. And that goes for doing 15 minutes of product ed on Wednesday nights. It goes for teaching any of the ongoing product education classes on Sunday, or even I'm sure Tasha would love to have help with their ongoing product ed. Anything that you're feeling comfortable and willing to help with the team, we are happy to have that. Yes, Michael, that's awesome. Oh, Denise is new. Denise, you are an oil study participant here. I love it. She said she participated in pain and inflammation. She hasn't had a migraine for 2 weeks, and her skin is stunning. Oh my God, what an amazing testimony. And I love that you're here on our biz call. Denise, we would love if you invited friends and family to take part in the next oil study. T will totally help you with that too, the samples and so forth. So that is so exciting. I love that. Yes, Adrienne, we'll talk. Great, Denise. Yes, Adrienne, we will definitely talk. If you guys want to do a product education one Wednesday night, that would be amazing. And then Michael, you'll do that testimony post. That was awesome too. Okay. All right, I don't want to keep you guys on any later, but this is your opportunity now to share about oil studies. So speak now. Forever hold your peace. I mean, not forever. You can always message me or whatever, but that's what my mom always said.
Can I share something?
Yeah, of course.
This is Cami. My group I had a few people that ghosted me. It was kind of like a couple, like the dude didn't do it, but the girl did. But then her mom was also doing it. And then the mom was the only one that enrolled, So that's a whole nother story. But they really liked the product. Well, they said the graphics were beautiful. I got a lot of those comments. They liked that it was so engaging, like someone new was on there, so they liked seeing other people's faces. And same thing that popped up, somebody asked me what Fraser and Michael Ann use on their face, so luckily I knew what they use, so I could tell them right away. So they said that'll be in their next order. But they really liked all the engaging posts and like all the information. They said it was really helpful.
Good. And I just want to say that you did an amazing job, and a lot of you guys did. Cami had a lot of Cami had 10 participants. She was working hard, and so but every time I went in, and I try so hard to comment and like everything. There was just too much going on. It was off the charts. But you're so great about engaging with your people, Cami, in the group, and I think that makes a huge difference as well. And I really appreciate that you guys are always so kind to me about speaking and everything. But honestly, people like to see other people. Like, it's great that they see different faces and different voices and so forth. So Cami enrolled 5 people from the oil study, so that's so great. Awesome job. That's amazing. I would like to get more of those numbers too. Okay, anything else before we sign off?
It's T.
Oh, hi T.
Hi. I just want to say, like, I think like being people's alarm clocks is huge. Like, just saying, hey, don't forget to take your supplements and your oil. Even if you have people like doing different studies, you kind of just make it for like, just like one, because there's always a supplement and there's always an oil. So just like using Hit 'em Up app and just creating a specific one for oil study, just to take off the headache of like trying to remember every day. So
thanks, Cami. You're willing to do one of the days. I know that's huge for you. Thank you. I'm gonna put you down on the list. I love that, T. Being people's personal alarm clocks. And Nicole said, my participants were thankful that I reminded them. I had a woman who forgot to take her Serenity the first 2 nights of the study. And so then after that, every night I was like, don't forget tonight. And she was super grateful too. So I love that. That's a great tip, being people's alarm clocks, because it's not their norm, right? It's not part of their routine. That's what we're trying to help them build. So that's really great feedback, T. Thank you so much. All right, so I am not planning on resending all of that information. All of that information is the same I take that back. I will send, and I'm going to write a note of what I need to do. I will send new, we'll have to create a new folder of pre-study links and post-study links. So that will need to get sent out. But other than that, I think everything else is the same in terms of the graphics that you're using, the text that you're using. If for some reason you didn't keep those emails, you can text me or message me and I can just forward them to you from my personal email. Don't do it here. Don't do it in the comments because it'll go away. Okay. So the pre and post study, those of you that are familiar with Google, I'm going to say this and some of you are going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ignore this. Those of you that are familiar with Google, if you want to get your own data just for yourself from that pre-study, post-study, just make a copy of the form, the Google form that lives only in your Google Drive, right? The copy of it will live in your Google Drive, and then you can send that link out to people. And then the only data that you'll get is your own. Okay. All right. Okay. Or Kate said, or ask your leader. Thank you, Kate. Okay, thank you. Yes, Jai. Did everybody see Jai's video? My God, if you didn't see it, it's the most hilarious. Go in the Facebook group. Jai got his wisdom teeth pulled, and he was very high as a kite, talking about sharing oils with his doctor and Mom, you need to call Auntie Lies and share. And it was hilarious. But anyway, Miley wasted money on pain pills because he didn't take them. He researched, he used Copaiba. His whole protocol is posted in the Central Island Living group. He used Copaiba soft gels. He rolled frankincense on his cheeks. I can't remember everything. Video was hilarious. Protocol is almost as good as the video, not really, but valuable nonetheless. And yeah, we're really grateful for that. So thank you, Jai, for being willing to let us share that with the world, because it was really good. Okay, it's a little later than normal, but I hope you guys are all excited. Next week, this is super, super important. Next week is game night. We're having supplement Kahoot. Grand prize is going to be a pack of Lifelong Vitality. And Kyle and Kate, if you guys didn't do Essential Oil Kahoot with us last time, they did an awesome job. They're going to be doing it again on Wednesday night. We'll have just a little bit of biz, just a smidgen. We're going to talk about convention. We have special plans for convention, you guys. It is happening, and it is happening live as a team, and it's going to be freaking epic. It is happening on Maui. So we would love if you could get to Maui for it. So we're going to be talking about that just a smidge next week. We're going to do our leader spotlight, and then we're going to jump right into Essential Oil Kahoot. So please tell your customers to come. Okay. Please tell your customers to come, because game night is for everyone, not just for builders. So please tell your customers to come. Friday. Oh my God, I almost forgot. Friday is our corporate call. I don't know anything. Jake will be there. Maybe Simone will be there. Some account managers will probably be there. But I mean, we got first place in Diamond Club. So there's a possibility that somebody else from corporate could pop onto our call. And if not, we're going to be fine, and we're going to be happy with who's there. But it is a special team call with doTERRA Corporate to help us just celebrate Diamond Club and give us some updates and help us to get just more connected with the company. So this is huge, you guys, that corporate shows up for us, okay? And we are on corporate's radar. We are definitely on corporate's radar. Oh, thanks, Cami. Friday at 12 noon. Friday at 12 noon in our Zoom room, okay? It is super exciting. Please, 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 even if you can't show your face, please try to show up and just listen, just because, you know, the more that we can show that we have people showing up to these calls, the more corporate will continue to make time for us. So super exciting. Jake will be there, and some account managers, and maybe somebody else. I don't know, maybe. Okay, I think that's it. So this Friday at noon, it's 9:30. It's time for you guys to go. Love you all. Can you turn on your cameras so we could take a quick pic? Okay. First screen, smile. Awesome. And then stay smiling. You never know. T's gonna make it on 2 screens. Smile. Oh, so did Kate with her peace sign. Oh, Shannon. Thanks for sharing your testimony, Shannon. All right, everybody. As usual, we're so grateful for you. Thank you so much for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your team. Congratulations on oil studies. No matter what happened, you introduced more people to these amazing products. Congratulations to Adrienne and her family for all of their success with Lisa Zimmer right now. What would Zimmer do? Appreciate you all. We will see you on Friday, 12 noon. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye.